Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura K. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you feel so invited into this space. And if you've been here, hello, thank you so much for coming back, for sticking with me, for liking and subscribing to these videos. You are amazing. Today, I am sharing a channeled message that has kind of been coming through all day. I'm not going to be using cards for this because I feel as though I already have a lot to talk about and already somewhat know where it's going. I mean, I've been like writing notes all day, so this is for somebody who, man, you're feeling a lot right now. I mean, aren't we all? Aren't we all? There's a lot going on right now. We're all feeling a lot. It's very heavy energy, and I think, election time just happened yesterday, and a lot of people are feeling anxious, and so much has been going on, and I think it's really important to remember that, despite like feeling strongly one way or the other, not to allow things like politics and stuff to get into people's ability to love each other and show kindness. I hope that you understand that. That's very important. The fact that anything from the past, anything from your story, the fact that it still hurts does not mean that you are not healing. This is not proof that you are not healing. This is evidence that you are still connected to that version of yourself that experienced that. And as you heal more, you realize that you become more sensitive and more aware how that pain felt. Maybe at the time that it happened, you tried to blow over it or whatever. So the fact that you feel pain still actually means that you are healing, because you are becoming aware, and that version of self that is hurt, that went through whatever they went through, you are still connected to that version of self, and that version of self carries the wisdom that you need from these experiences. So you're closer to being more healed than you realize, even though it may be more painful. It's like this, when you go through consistent death and rebirth processes in this life, you will begin to embody such a high frequency and such a ability to find so much joy and pleasure in life, to anchor heaven into earth. And you are doing the work that needs to be done, and it may be hard, and it may feel very overwhelming at times, incredibly overwhelming. And if this resonates with you, I want to send you some love, because I know it's really rough, it's really hard, and you may feel alone in some ways, but know that you're on this journey for a reason, and that it is affecting other people in a positive way. The fact that you are courageous enough to work on yourself and to endure the struggles that you do, and to experience them so deeply in order to heal, to look at them from all angles, and to really, really feel the pain that these things have caused you. You're going to take that pain and turn it into joy and pleasure and beauty again. And pain and pleasure are similar. They're the same energy, just a different side of the spectrum of frequency of it. And addiction can be when we confuse pain and pleasure, and you're somebody who has experienced addictive tendencies, either in the past or like an ongoing thing. And there have been times where you've used like sex or drugs or whatever to ignore the pain that you had felt in the past, and it caused you to stray away from your purpose and like from who you really are deep at the core. And it was really hard, and it was depleting your energy, or maybe it was, sleeping around with people, like was one of the notes that I had. This has been draining your chi energy, your life force energy, and there were times where you were so depressed you didn't even want to be here anymore. And you may even be somebody, I'm like, trigger warning, I apologize, but you may even be somebody who didn't see yourself making it to where you are right now. And you may be very confused and very much looking at the world like, where do I go next? Like, now I have to like figure this out. And you're being reminded that as you learn to love yourself through this healing journey, and of course my phone stopped recording as I was talking, but as you give yourself the mercy, the grace, the love that you know deep down you are inherently worthy of and you do deserve, you are going to start to realize that this chi energy, this life force energy that you've been depleting yourself of, as you really heal yourself, you're going to realize that that can be magnetized towards you in any moment. And you felt disconnected from your body. You've been falling into habits that hadn't been the best for you, and you knew weren't good, but you still were having a hard time getting yourself out of them. It's because you've been so disconnected from yourself. And something that I think is really going to help you feel connected again is to remember that the spirit and the physical world, though like they're not as separate as we think of them as, they are very interconnected. So much so, if you really look at yourself and realize that normally we're taught to think that we are a spirit inside of our body that maybe fills up this container, but really truly our body is inside of our spirit, and we are bigger than we think that we are. And our energy projects outward, and our chakra systems are not just within the body, they go above and below, and we are much bigger than we realize. And this is a sign for you to call on to larger things than yourself, and remember that you have the ability to grab this life force energy in a healthy way that isn't taking it from another person, of course, but you can meditate on it, see your heart filling up with energy, feel yourself waking up and feeling strong again. And when I brought up the election, I want to remind you that no matter how things turned out or whatever, to remind yourself that the most important thing is that you do not become fearful or get too sucked into worrying about what could happen, because newsflash, a lot of it's gonna go down, like a lot. We're going to start watching systems fail, and we're going to start watching a lot of things happen. And it's important for you to realize that tower moments happen for a reason. When chaos happens, like, God too is the chaos as much as the harmony and the balance. It's all cyclical, really. It's like we're coming into fall to winter time. There's a lot of death happening right now at this time, and grieving, and this may be why you feel as though you're reliving experiences of having been hurt and things like that. It's because more of the weight that you are carrying that isn't necessary anymore is shedding, and you have to feel it to shed it. And so self-love and self-respect are so important right now, and please be careful of what you consume. Food, music, TV. Maybe read a book instead. Like, be very aware and very careful of what you consume, and if the music is not the healthiest for you, like, step back, change something else. Allow yourself to really heal in this time, and take time to yourself to hear your thoughts and nobody else's thoughts on what you should be doing or where you should be going, because you are the creator of your own life. You get to choose where you go with it. This is all I'm going to share with you guys today. I've just been hearing all of this in my head today, so I know somebody needed to hear it. If this did resonate with you, I would be so happy if you would share in the comments a little bit on how this reading may have been some kind of confirmation or illumination or whatever it may be. If you really enjoyed, please like and maybe subscribe. I would be so happy to have you join this community. Thank you so much for listening, and I wish you so much love and happiness on your journey. You are doing amazing, sweetie. Much love and many blessings. Bye for now.